Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's video announcements. I want to start with news about our stewardship campaign. I know we invited folks to raise their pledges by 10% for this year, and we're so grateful. We had over 40 folks do that. Some were able to increase by 10%, some by even more, and we're so grateful for that. We also know that there are folks who we talk to who are already giving as generously as you're able, and thought about increasing 10% and just couldn't do it. And we're grateful for you too for really thinking about it, and for giving as much as you can. So the news about our stewardship campaign is that after laying out our budget for next year, we find ourselves with a shortfall between what has been pledged and what we'd like to have to really make our church run well. We want to make sure that we are able to do things like have guest preachers and offer at least modest raises to our staff. And luckily, we are so grateful to have an anonymous donor who offered a $6,000 matching gift. But to get that $6,000, the gift has to be matched in full. So we need the rest of the congregation to step up and give a matching $6,000 to get that $6,000 gift. If we're able to do that, we'll be able to have a budget that we can feel pretty good about. So I'm really hoping we can make it happen. The thing is, we need to have our budget ready for annual meetings, so we only have a couple weeks to make this happen. If a whole bunch of people give, we can do it. If 100 people give $60, we can make this match. If you do that $60 as an increase to your pledge for next year, it's just $5 a month, which makes it sound pretty easy, right? So there are a few ways you can give, either by increasing your pledge for next year, by making a one-time gift before May 19th, or by making a pledge for next year if you haven't yet. We've still got some folks who haven't made pledges for next year. So if you make your pledge for the first time, that will be a part of this $6,000 match. So you can, if you want to do any of those things, you can be in touch with me, with Sherry, with Jess Woods, or with Vendor Filata. Our two stewardship co-chairs, any of those folks can help you. After making a contribution, you'll be able to add some vegetables to our soup pot. Oh, it's so big I can't even get it in. We're helping to cook up a pot of soup together. You can see we've already added some vegetables to our pot. We've already raised $1,680. So we're about a quarter of the way there after just one day. So please, if you're able, please pitch in. Help us to get this matching gift and fill our budget shortfall. We also have stuff coming up. Church goes on. On this coming Sunday, I'll be doing the service. It'll be a service on all the many different faces of Mother's Day. Our kids will be in chapel. It's a children's chapel day, so they'll be in chapel together thinking about curiosity. Also this Sunday is the last session of the Adult Faith Formation class, Christ for Unitarian Universalists. So that's this Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Campbell Chapel, led by Gail McMorrow Donahue. The class explores intersections between Unitarian Universalism and Christianity and prepares participants for conversations about faith, beliefs, and values with Christians with whom they share justice-making work or familial or friendship bonds. And the last session is called Shared Values, Different Beliefs. So you can come, even if you haven't read the book, Christ for Unitarian Universalists, you can join Gail for that conversation, 6 to 8 p.m. in the Campbell Chapel this Sunday. Coming up on May 19th, we've got a packed day. In the morning, it's our ropes service. So our ropes teens will be doing their faith statements and making that service happen. It's always a really wonderful, inspiring service. And then right afterwards, we've got our spring into summer party and auction. So this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. You can join us right after church. Everyone is welcome. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on. There'll be a silent auction. There'll be some bid and bump boards. There'll be food. There'll be games. I think there might be some dancing. There's definitely going to be some fun music. And it's going to be summer themed. So if you are needing a taste of summer, this will be the day to be there. Wear your summer clothes. Bring your beach towels and umbrellas. It'll be a really fun day. We are looking for donations for the auction. That's our big push right now. So if you want to donate a service, it's a services auction. I'll put the link in the comments where you can donate. I just donated a couple of things. Tristan and I are going to be hosting a backyard brunch and bocce morning in July, and I'm going to be leading a UU history walking tour in August. So there's a couple of things you can bid on if you come to the auction, and might give you some inspiration for what you could offer. So again, I'll put the link to donate in the comments. And we're also still looking for some volunteers, so I'll put the link for that in the comments as well. It's the end of the year, so we've got all the end of the year stuff coming up, and one of those things is our annual meeting. Our annual meeting is on June 2nd at noon. That's a Sunday, so we'll have our Sunday service, and then there'll be lunch provided, and then after an early lunch, we'll come into the sanctuary and do the business of our congregation. We'll hear some reports, we'll vote on our budget, we'll vote on officers for next year, and we'll reflect on the year. So again, that's June 2nd at noon. Mark your calendars. And anyone who is a member can vote at that meeting, as long as you've been a member for 60 days before the meeting. So to prepare for that annual meeting, we have our annual Budget and Brownies event on May 23rd from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Anyone who's interested can come and discuss our proposed annual budget while enjoying brownies and treats provided by your Board of Trustees. So I will give a presentation on the budget for next year, and you can come learn about it and ask questions. So those are our end of the year things coming up. On Memorial Day weekend, the New Hampshire Council of Churches is inviting folks from their member congregations, of which we are one of, for a fun night together at the ballpark to see the Fisher Cats up in Manchester. It'll be a great night to enjoy friendship, fellowship, and fun from the many and diverse congregations and denominations of the New Hampshire Council of Churches. So the Fisher Cats will play, and there'll be fireworks after the game, so it'll be a fun night. My family is going to be there, and I hope you can join us. Tickets are just $11, and I'll put the link to get those in the comments. We are planning a group summer art exhibit for the Fellowship Gallery for this summer. Consider sharing 1 or 2 pieces of art you have made or plan to make between now and the middle of June. It can be any medium. This is open to members and friends of the church of any age. The art should not be too large, maybe 24 by 24 or less, since we want to hang lots of pieces. If you are interested or have questions, you can contact Ellen Fisher at gallery@uunashua.org. That's gallery@uunashua.org. And finally, we're already starting to plan things for next year, and one of the things that's going to be happening in the fall is a new women's faith formation program called Women of Wisdom, which will consist of 13 monthly circles led by Gail McMorrow-Donahue and Loretta Hubley every second Sunday from 6:30 to 8:30 in the Campbell Chapel, starting September 8th, 2019, and running through September 2020. So 13 months. For more information and to sign up, I will put the link in the comments. That was a lot, but that's what I've got for this week. If you have anything you want me to announce in next week's announcements, just get it to me by Monday morning and I will make sure to include it. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.